I wanted to talk about Apple earnings. All through this week, we kind of talk about a couple of stocks that reported earnings last week and just reviewing their earnings. Each video I'm going to try aim to be about 5 minutes long, just because I think if it goes on a little bit longer, it gets a little bit boring watching them. And just try and condense all the information into 5 minutes is a lot better from, I think, when I'm watching a video as well. So I'm going to just talk about the earnings, my opinions on it, and what I think is going ahead for the stock in the future. So Apple tumbles 7% after earnings on light guidance. Apple locked in strategy of boosting prices to offset slowing sales during the key September quarter, but the company missed shipment estimates on iPhones, offered light guidance, and announced major changes to its reporting structure. Shares of Apple fell more than 7%, falling below its historic $1 trillion market cap following the release. So after the earnings, Apple did get hit big time. I think after Friday it did finish around about 6-7% down. I'm just going to say though right now, it will probably gain quite a lot of this when it comes out that Warren Buffett was picking up a few shares. I think last time that Apple reported earnings it went down quite a bit, and then news that came out about all the shares that Warren Buffett had been buying out, and it just pushed it all the way up to brand new 52-week highs when it was up before the earnings. So really I think the big news about the earnings and what pushed it down is that Apple now for so long have been reporting that iPhone sales are not going to get published anymore, where like a lot of the big companies like Netflix would put subscribers versus subscribers, and the actual units that Apple have been selling. It's just going to go down to EPS and revenue. Apple are doing that now, and I think the major reason why they are doing it is because they are protecting themselves. The actual iPhone sales are going down, and we've known that for a while. I think one thing that was underestimated in this earnings report is that the average selling price of the iPhones was actually really good. The average selling price was $793 versus $750. So it does show that even though with the iPhone selling down and iPhones now being priced so much higher, people are going for the more expensive option. So I think that's sort of I would say gamble paid off for Apple, because it shows that it has worked and they're getting more money for the iPhone. And going forward, we know iPhone sales are going to slow down because people are keeping phones longer. Apple are putting the prices up, and people are saying, right, well, I'm just going to keep this phone instead of upgrading every 2 years. I'm just going to hold it for 3, 4, 5 years and then get a new iPhone. That's personally what I'm doing as well. I've had my iPhone for 4 years now and I've kept it, and when I see the prices of the new one, I'm like, I like this one, so I'm not going to upgrade it when it's going to cost me so much money. But when eventually the time comes, then I'll probably more than likely go for one of the more expensive ones, one of the new ones. So it shows that it works. So I think they are protecting themselves from that side of it. But I think they just kind of want to get out of that reporting the numbers all the time, because one thing that I've always noticed is that they've never actually released the numbers for the Apple Watch, and the Apple Watch numbers I would expect to be very good. They've always put them down on under the other category. So I think it's a good move from Apple myself. It protects them from showing that the iPhone is slowing down, and as well as that, I think it's just a general overall great move. The dividend got upped, which was really good. So overall, it was a pretty strong earnings report, to be fair. This earnings report actually moved Apple down from a $1 trillion market cap company, which I'm sure would have bothered them slightly, but I think they'll get back up there at some point. Services still carried on growing. So yeah, it's a strong company, Apple. It always has been. The PE is excellent. The cash, the balance sheet, the dividend is really good. Really safe company. I would like to see them get a little bit ambitious and buying a couple companies out. In my opinion, that's where I'd like them to go. I don't know if they will, but I've always said on this channel I would like Apple to purchase a couple more companies out there. But we'll see what happens. But a strong earnings report, and I think if you were a fan of Apple, if you wanted to buy Apple shares, if you want to make it a big position, I think this is your time to buy shares at a big massive discount right now. And like I say, I think when it comes out that Warren Buffett was buying a lot of shares of Apple, I think it will push the stock up quite a bit. And that's the video for today, guys. Give the video a like, subscribe. I'll be doing a few more earnings review over this next week, and I'll see you on the next video.